Today we're flying the C-17 Globemaster for MSFS. A download link is in the description below. As usual, this flight's from a runway start with engines on, and I've planned my flight in the world map. Let's go. First, I'll activate the HUD, and we'll switch the center panels over to ND and airplane status. Setting up the autopilot. First, I'll set an initial speed of 250 knots. The scroll wheel moves pretty fast, so it's best to make gentle adjustments here. Next, I'll activate LNAV and arm the auto throttle. Vertical mode is a little bit weird. Altitude hold must be activated first, then I dial in my desired cruise altitude, which is 26,000 for this short flight. I then activate vertical speed mode and select my desired vertical speed. We're almost ready to go. Parking brake off and hardware throttle doesn't seem to work. No worries. I activate airspeed hold and the airplane spools up to 250 knots. I later discovered that auto throttle needs to be disarmed for manual throttle inputs to work, so best to activate that after takeoff. Rotating at around 160 knots, I retract gear and flaps almost immediately after positive rate. Activating the autopilot, the airplane now starts to follow our nav path and climb at the desired rate. A quick look around the flight deck. The quality is decent for freeware, but the shiny normal map on the seats is a little bit odd. There's also a fully modelled crew bunk and cargo hold. Passing through 10,000 feet, I adjust my desired airspeed to 300 knots. I'm pretty sure this can go faster at higher altitudes, but this will be fine for today's short flight. At top of climb, the airplane pitches its nose down, reduces the throttle, and settles into a cruise. As we fly over the snowy Scottish Highlands, please do feel free to drop a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video. When ATC gives us a call to descend, I dial in my bottom of descent altitude. I generally set this to 2,000 feet above the airport elevation. The C-17 automatically starts to descend at 1,800 feet per minute. Descending through 10,000 feet, I return the desired airspeed to 250 knots. In this plane, ATC gave me the descent call far too late, and I ended up passing the airport, so after passing through 10,000, I put the airplane in heading hold mode and started vectoring back towards my destination. You can see that I'm lining up the heading bug with the arrow on the magenta line. At around 10 miles from my destination, I reduced speed for approach to 160 knots, where the C-17 is comfortable when lightly loaded, and I extend full flaps and landing gear. After spotting the airport, I performed some final vectoring maneuvers to line up with the runway. Although the C-17 has an approach mode, I couldn't find a way to adjust the nav radio frequency, so today I'm flying a visual approach with autopilot disengaged. The C-17 is very stable during final approach. I also used the velocity vector on the HUD to keep the airplane pointing at the touchdown point. Shortly before flare and touchdown, I disable auto throttle and idle the throttles. The airplane begins to glide towards the tarmac. gentle flare leads to a 3 to 400 feet per minute touchdown, which is easily absorbed by the C-17. Reverse is open and brakes on. Then throttle to idle below 80 knots. As we taxi off the runway, thank you for watching. If you found this entertaining or useful, please drop a like and feel free to subscribe. Take care, and I'll see you next time.